Yo, one star. I'm tired of your intro, man. You need to make a new intro. I got you, man. Let's go.
One star. Yeah. It's a broke boy thing. Yeah. Wow. It's a broke boy thing. Broke boy. I'm the broke boy king. Broke boy. Watch this broke boy win. We winning. Yeah. Started from the bottom, beginning of the story. No FIFA points, boy. This a road to glory. We don't park the bus, boy. You looking kinda corny. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's looking kinda gory. Yeah.
What is cracking, YouTube? It is your boy One Star Week Finna. We are back for another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. Great to see you guys back on the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video as always. So, we're going to be talking about the content that EA dropped today. They did drop an untradeable pack SBC again, and the SBC made almost no sense. I think the requirements were max 8 leagues, max 2 clubs, which already is a contradiction. But whatever the case is, I ended up submitting it. We got a walkout inform, and because of all the informs that are walkouts in this team of the week, I was actually kind of hopeful. I was hoping for an Aubameyang, a Griezmann. But I saw the Italian flag. I saw a striker. I got Bellotti. But it is what it is. We move. He's going to be helpful and amazing and clinical in an SBC, as you guys know. EA also dropped this Player Moments Leon Goretzka card. And if you guys are day ones of this channel, if you guys have been watching me since last year, you guys already know this is one of my favorite cards for FIFA 19. This 91 rated team of the season, or whatever the team of the season moments I think it was, Goretzka card was absolutely nuts. He was probably, in my opinion, top 5 midfielders of last year. And this card right here looks like almost the exact same card. I mean, he looks better than Hullet, honestly. He has the pace, he has the shooting, the passing, the dribbling. I mean, what are the real cons here? I mean, I don't really know. And if you're somebody who's running a Bundesliga side, if you're somebody who got the flashback Boateng, the flashback Kimmich, then you might just need to bring this guy into your team. I think he's like 500k, and honestly, I don't think he's a bad unlock at all. So, next we're going to give you some updates with the transfer list, because I did make some transfers. I know it's Saturday, and normally on Saturdays and Sundays I don't do transfers, but I had to sell somebody. It's gonna be this Ben Rama 89 rated card, and I didn't sell him because I disliked him, because as you guys know, I did very well with this card. Let me see, can you see the stats here? It doesn't show you the stats, but I had like 10 goals in 16 games with him from the left cam position. I thought he was a class card. If you haven't watched the review, go ahead and click the review. But yeah, I really like the card, but I bought him for 82,000 coins, and he was selling for 108 yesterday. So I thought it was a no-brainer. I had to sell him. On this account, all I've done is just lose coins, trying new players to do reviews for you guys. And for once, I saw the opportunity to take some profit, and I took the profit. So you might be wondering, who's the new left winger then? Because I got 200,000 coins. It seems like I didn't lose any coins. And I'll answer your question right now. We added this Prime Icon Moments Best card to our lineup. I had this lone Icon Moments Best waiting on the bench for a moment like this. He had 20 games on him, and as you guys see, he has 6 games left. He actually didn't make much of a contribution, but I don't think it's down to him. I just think it's down to the gameplay. The gameplay today was absolutely shocking. But as you guys know, the star of the show, the main man of the episode, the guy that's on the thumbnail is going to be this 93 rated Matthaus card. And this is a card I was very excited to try. I mean, he was a very expensive buy. But I mean, stat-wise, he looks just as good as that Goretzka card we were just looking at. He's 5'9". He has high work rates. He's right-footed with the 4-star week for the 3-star skill moves. I played 31 games with him. 30 of them were in the weekend league. I got 6 goals and 7 assists. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a favor and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video, as always. So, let's look at this card. Yeah, this Matthaus card is absolutely mental. I mean, just look at the face stats. There are no weaknesses. He's pretty much Hullet gang and then some. I mean, there's so many stats that are above 85 here. His pace is very nice. His shooting stats are very good as well. A lot of you guys probably will be looking to play him in the CDM role, and to have somebody with these long shots and this finishing with the attack positioning is going to be very nice. He has very good passing stats as well. The one concern I have about this card is going to be his dribbling, because he's 5'9", and on paper that's not going to be too bad as far as turning, dribbling, controlling the ball. But when you look at his actual dribbling stats, 77 agility is a big yikes. And an even bigger yikes is going to be the 77 dribbling stat. That's not what I like to see, especially out of a midfielder. So I tried to fix it. I threw a sniper chem style on him because I think his defending and physical is good enough. I think his passing is good enough. So I think the only logical way to go here is the engine chem style, or not the engine, the sniper chem style. That brings his finishing up to 96. That highly improves his dribbling stats, and it makes his card a very well-rounded midfielder. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump into the weekend league gameplay. I'm gonna let you guys know how we finished this weekend league. Did we hit gold 1? And I'm gonna let you guys know, is this Matthaus card worth it? Let's go. All right, so according to Footbin, this card's gonna be costing you 1.65 million coins on the PS4 market. Is he worth that money? I would have to say it's actually a toss-up in my opinion. I think with Team of the Season cards that are dropping soon, I think there will be a lot of cards better than this card. At the moment, I think there's not many midfielders on his level, but it's hard for me to justify the 1.6, especially when Seedorf, who I actually rate more than this Matthaus card, is selling for about 1.4. So I'm kind of iffy on the value of this card. We're going to break down the stats though, so you know exactly what to expect at home. So first, we're going to talk about his pace. He has 89 pace, which is outlined by the 93 acceleration here. And the acceleration is very key when it comes out to coming out of the skill moves, when it comes to really catching up to these agile meta players when they're doing the skill moves. He's very good acceleration-wise. His sprint speed at 85 is very nice as well. His pace tracking up and down the pitch in a two-man midfield was key in my setup, so I really enjoyed that. Overall, his pace is going to be a 9 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about this guy's shooting. And in game, I had no major issues with his shooting. He has 89 shooting, which is a bit misleading because he only has 81 finishing. That was boosted to 96 with a sniper chem style. And in game, I would say his shooting was very solid. He felt slightly worse as far as finishing goes than Moment Seedorf. It wasn't really much in it, but I did notice there was a slight difference. His attack positioning is very nice. It was 89 boosted to 94 once again with the sniper chem style. And what really stands out is his long shots and shot power. He has 96 long shots, 97 shot power, and if you get it from the right angle, it's gonna hit the back of the net. He makes it feel like it's FIFA 19 again with those finesse long range shots. I really enjoy that. Overall, this guy's shooting is gonna be an 8.5 out of 10. If you need a midfielder that can overlap and score some goals for you, yo, this guy's gonna be your guy. Next, we're gonna talk about this guy's passing, and his passing stats are very well rounded. 93 short passing, 93 long passing, 91 vision. Yeah, so he's able to execute the kinds of passes you want from the midfield. He's a very well-rounded midfielder in this regard. He's able to pass in tight areas. He's able to pass even when he's off balance. And that's a very important thing, the way I had it set up, because he was partnered with Essien. Essien is a decent passer, but he could benefit from somebody who could pass, who could dribble, who could shoot, and Matthaus was definitely able to pass. Overall, we're going to be giving this passing a 9 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about this guy's dribbling, and as I said going into the review, this was my big question mark on him. And he did leave me a bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. He has 77 agility, boosted to 87 with a sniper chem style. He has 77 dribbling, boosted to 87 with a sniper chem style. And it's hard for me to say I really noticed the chem style because in game he did feel stiff at times. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you dribble smartly with him, you'll notice that his ball control is very good. He's able to strafe dribble very effectively. But what I did notice is when it comes to turning, when it comes to trying to beat players off the dribble, he just doesn't have it. He doesn't have that top end dribbling that you want out of a midfielder that's costing you this many coins. If you want a midfielder that could dribble, that could push the ball forward effectively, I would more likely go for a Seedorf. I would go for a Team of the Year De Jong rather than this Matthaus card. He feels kind of clumsy on the ball at times. That being said, he's not horrible on the ball, and if he's going to be a more defensive midfielder in a 2 CDM formation, or if he's going to be in the 3-man midfield, I think this deficiency won't be a big deal at all. Overall though, I gotta give this guy's dribbling an 8 out of 10. It was decent, it gets the job done, but it will let you down if you expect more out of the card. Next, we're going to talk about this guy's defending. He has 90 defending, which is an insane stat. But in game, I would have to say he didn't really feel like he had 90 defending. And I think body type really plays a lot into this. Because you compare him to somebody like Hullet, who has defending in the low 80s. Well, who would I rather have playing CDM? It's definitely going to be Hullet. Hullet definitely makes a bigger impact defensively. Matthaus just felt small in game. And strangely enough, I would say he's the kind of player that felt better when the AI was controlling him rather than when I was controlling him. When I was controlling him, I just felt like his legs weren't long enough to make certain interceptions. His legs weren't long enough to really get certain tackles in, and it was very frustrating. That being said, though, when I let the AI defend with him, he was able to cut passing lanes pretty effectively. He was positioned very well to stop counterattacks and everything like that. And he's just like other midfielders on this game that are his size, where I think that they really excel in defending the Neymars, the Mbappes, but at the same time, they kind of get bullied when they come against stronger players, when they come against stronger midfielders. So I do think it is a shortcoming that it's hard to really justify his price being 1.6 million. That being said, he is a solid defensive card, and overall I gotta give him an 8.5 out of 10 defensively. It was decent, it was good, but it's not as good as the stats would indicate. Finally, we will be talking about his physical, and his physical is pretty solid. He has 93 stamina, 93 aggression, which are great stats. He lasts all game, and his aggression does help him win challenges when he's able to really get his foot on the tackle. He does come away with it more times than not. That being said, like I said, his body type, in my opinion, is just too small for him to be an effective CDM, an effective shielder of the back four, and that does manifest itself in game. He does have 78 strength, which is decent, but like I said, not top tier. And once these team of the season cards come out with 80 plus strength, I think he will be overshadowed. So overall, I'm gonna give this guy's physical an 8.5 out of 10. All right, guys, so what's the final verdict on this card? I think this card's quite good. He's a very good card. He's a very well-rounded midfielder. He can pretty much do a little bit of everything at a high level. I know the stats don't really indicate it, but I did prefer Moment Seedorf to him. I think he made a much bigger impact on my midfield. And surprisingly, he did feel stronger going into challenges and everything like that. I guess that's down to body type. So it's hard for me to justify his praise. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good midfielder, but he's just not at that elite level this year. And I think once team of the season comes around, I think he will be overshadowed. All right, guys, so you might be wondering how I'm doing in the weekend league or how I did in the weekend league. And let me tell you, it was a sweat fest. Today had some of the worst gameplay I have felt in weeks. It's pretty much back to the gameplay I was feeling 2 weeks ago, where the gameplay was just horrible, where the gameplay was just super delayed. You can't really do anything. The players feel like they're stuck in quicksand, not even mud, quicksand. So yeah, I went from 11-5 to 17-8 under those circumstances, and I went from 17-8 to 18-8. So I was feeling good about my chances of hitting gold 1. You know, that's really all I was set out to do this weekend. Gold 1 was a gold. 100k packs will come in handy for the team of the season. But then I go from 18-8 to 18-9 to 18-10, and I'm like, Mayday, as Kurt would say, Mayday. We're about to choke gold 1 after being in the driver's seat. Game number 29. It's the 90th minute. I am down 2-1. And I thought I was about to lose. George Best Prime Icon Moments cards able to tie the game up. It goes 2-2. We go into extra time, and in extra time, it was sweaty. But we prevail in penalties. We go from 18-10 to 19-10, and in the last game, I pretty much dominated the game, and I end up winning 2-0. We end up clutching gold 1, 20-10 with 1 disconnect. So I think, given the circumstances, given the gameplay, and given the disconnect, I would have to say this weekend league was a success. Of course, I would like to hit elite. I would like to challenge for elite, but gold 1 is definitely what the goal is, and I do think it was a decent weekend league in that regard. All right, guys, so that's gonna be Broke Boy episode number, I don't even know what episode it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below, how did your weekend league go? I hope you guys had a better, more fun experience than I did. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, later.